I had to cut ties with my family after they chose my abuser over me. I never thought I'd be writing this, but here I am. So, a bit of background. I've been in a really toxic relationship for the past 2 years. My ex, let's call him Jake, was emotionally abusive, manipulative, and at times downright cruel. I knew I needed to leave, but it took me a while to find the courage to do so. Jake had a way of making me feel worthless, like I was always in the wrong, and that no one would ever love me the way he did. I know it sounds cliché, but I was trapped. Now, the family part. When I first started dating Jake, my family seemed to like him. He was charming, funny, and did all the right things to win them over. But once I started opening up about the way he treated me, things started to shift. My mom, dad, and siblings told me that relationships have ups and downs, and that I should just try to work things out. They didn't get it. Every time I tried to explain how bad things were, they dismissed me. One night, things got really bad. Jake had one of his breakdowns and started shouting at me for hours, calling me every name in the book. At one point, I tried to leave the house to cool off, but he blocked the door. I told my family about it the next day, hoping they would finally see what I was dealing with. But instead of offering support, they told me I was overreacting, that maybe I was provoking him. That's when I snapped. I realized they weren't going to help me. They weren't going to see how deep the damage was. They had already made up their minds. I decided to cut ties with Jake and my family. I needed space for my own mental health, and it was the hardest thing I've ever done. My family couldn't understand why I was distancing myself from them too. They kept calling, texting, telling me I was being dramatic. They all sided with Jake, and when I confronted them about it, they turned the tables on me, calling me selfish and saying I was breaking up the family. It felt like a nightmare. I had lost my support system, the people who were supposed to have my back, and my abusive partner was still a part of the family. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that cutting ties with them was the only way to heal. I found therapy, I made new friends, and slowly but surely I started to rebuild myself. It wasn't easy, and I still grieve the family I thought I had, but I'm so much better without them. I'm learning that sometimes the people closest to you can hurt you the most, and cutting ties is the healthiest thing you can do. I'm not saying I'll never talk to them again, but for now, I need peace.